You're out with your friends at a mall or wherever, then you see this fine specimen of a woman. You look at her, physical wise, she is your type. Hourglass body, so you don't want to waste time. Punchline. You approach her, speak to her, set up a date, get a number. She's responsive, meet up, enjoy your date, everything is going cool. But there's this thing in the back of your mind that such a beautiful woman definitely has a lot of men talking to her. This will be the topic for this video of how you can set yourself apart from other men. Now, let me say this. This is also coming from my experience. Some of the things I have observed from looking at my friends, especially the ones whom are very good with getting women. Number one, be unfazed by her beauty. In other words, be indifferent. Remember, guys, a beautiful woman is largely our kryptonite, especially the ones that you really attracted to. You end up asking yourself a whole lot of questions. What am I supposed to do? What I have to say right? What shouldn't I say? So forth, so forth. But the biggest thing about her beauty is that you should be indifferent to her, because the moment you are indifferent to her, I can guarantee you she will notice that. Women notice quite a lot of things about men, from our body language to the tone of our voice to the pace and what we say and how we say it. And if you are indifferent, it will set you apart from quite a lot of the men that she's dealing with. Acknowledging her beauty is okay. What is not okay is you losing your frame and your stoicism over her beauty. Number two, an attentive and active listener. Women love speaking. What women love more is a listener. And what women love most is a man who remembers small little details of what she has told you in the past. I am telling you, gentlemen, that last piece that I said will leave a mark in her memory. This will be able to make them open up to you. If your attentive and active listening is accompanied by a non-judgmental nature. And trust me, the moment she starts opening up to you, she will feel safe and her attraction grows. And trust me, that will leave another mark of attraction. Number three, having standards and enforcing them. With this one, it is a must that you have standards. And it is a greater must that you enforce them. Here's a perfect example. This is the one that I come across quite a lot, right? Go out on a date, you meet her, it's a new woman, you go out on a date with her, she takes out her phone. Goes onto WhatsApp, chats, goes onto Instagram and Facebook while with you. Now, you have to enforce the boundary of you don't like it that a person you're out with them and they're on their phone. That's rude in my opinion. That is definitely rude. I don't do that when I'm with them, and I hardly ever do it when I'm with my friends. So why would I want the other person to do it to me? Then if she continues to do that, you can cut off the date. Tell her no, you don't like what she's doing. It's actually rude and shows that she doesn't appreciate your time and effort, and she must have a nice day. And then you leave. Never be in contact with that woman again. Number four, walking away when dissatisfied. This one here shows self-love and self-respect. Guys, it is very important that she knows that you respect yourself, you respect your time, and you respect your effort. So this one and the boundaries, they go along together. But I had to put this aside because walking away is a different action on its own. Setting standards is a different action on its own. You understand? So you tell her about a certain behavior, right? You don't like that she parties a lot. You don't appreciate the fact that she blabbers about your relationship to her friends and whatnot, and you're a private person, and then she just doesn't care. She continues doing it and whatnot. You need to tell her, like, look, you're forcing me to do this. I don't want to do this, but I cannot be in such a relationship if you guys are in a relationship, or I can't be with you. I'm not gonna let you do me like this. I spoke to you about my boundaries and you are not respecting them, so you're forcing me to leave. And let me say this, she might not come back. So you walk away, she must be the one to contact you first. not you contacting her first. Because what will happen is she will see that you are not serious about your boundaries, or you didn't find someone from the outside. And let me be honest, I'm guilty of this. But once I started actually not coming back, they also didn't come back. But I grew more self-respect for myself. I grew more self-love. And I know what I will tolerate now and what I won't tolerate. And I definitely won't tolerate someone who doesn't respect me. There's another thing, guys. Love and attraction can never be created when there's no respect. I didn't believe it. Let me say this, I never understood it and I didn't believe it, but now I do and I understand it now. She can never love you if she does not respect you. Number 5, a high income earner. From the figures alone, you can clearly see that a small minority of men earn quite a lot. So if you're among those, you clearly stand out. Which then goes to my next point of number 6, having game. You're a high income earner and you have game. Guys, having game is very important. Having game, I would like to believe, is the lifeline of your pursuit of women and dating. When you have game, you will end up finding quite a lot of women who will do things for you that they never done previously. You'll find them stating stuff like, I've gotten this quite a lot of times, that I've never really been with a light-skinned guy. You're the first light-skinned guy I've been with. Or I've never done this before. Stuff like that and all those things. You will find someone coming to your house 11:30 at night because you asked them to come over. You will find someone who will come and cook and clean for you. Although they maintain social media, they maintain this thing, this image of, I don't do that, wada, whatever they want to say. But the moment when you, the guy who's got game, ask her to come and clean for you, trust me, when you have game, this will put you in a position where when she looks at you, she gets wet. And yes, gentlemen, it happens. It puts her in a position where when she thinks of you, she gets wet. Having game unlocks a whole lot of possibilities, a whole lot of opportunities of what you desire to be fulfilled, a whole lot of outcomes that you want to happen. And the only way I think to have game is to constantly speak and deal with women, fail a lot, write down your failures, and then ask other men who have been able to be successful with women, tell you where you went wrong and what you can do to fix it. With that said, gentlemen, you are a legend, stay legendary. And once again, with that said, I'm out.